Hey, my name is David, and I'm here at Splitboard HQ, and we're going to do another gear review. This time it's going to be on the 2022 Never Summer Icon snowboard. So come with me, we're going to come talk to Tom.
Yeah, got the Icon from Never Summer. It's 2022 version. Never Summer makes awesome boards, hand-built in Colorado. They've been doing this for a while. One thing that Never Summer is really known for is their rocker profiles. The Icon, pretty unique. They're doing their sawtooth rocker touring version, which basically is a all mountain freestyle oriented rocker. So good flotation, but a bit of camber input, and it contours all the way in towards the back of the tail. So you're still getting a playful board that has lots of uphill grip. So really kind of threading the needle between a really fun, playful board and something that still goes uphill well. They've done a great job of it, and it's coming in at still a really good price point. So awesome board to get started off with in the backcountry.
Nice. Have you rode this board?
I have, yeah. Super fun, feels very sure-footed underneath you. It does ride a lot more like a one-piece board than you could ever imagine. I just think they make a really solid job of really holding that board together. And then, not too much to say about the overall profile. It's a pretty traditional twin-looking board, but then you get that wild rocker profile that really gives it its life. It makes it super poppy and fun edge to edge, but still really can hold an edge in kind of firm conditions and goes uphill just fine.
Did you ride this in any big powder conditions when you had it out, or?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say big powder, Rockies powder for sure.
Yeah.
Rode it in just some kind of moderate angle 30-degree slide paths, probably up to about boot deep kind of fresh snow. Just kind of fun snow that you could really kind of pump your turns into and get a good feel for the board. It's not challenging conditions at all, kind of hero snow for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I see we also have the Never Summer Swift part right here as well. So just for the watching audience, I mean, what would the difference be between these two boards?
Yeah, Swift is a little bit more premium for sure. Their big thing is going to be, obviously, you've got the swallowtail design with the elongated nose. The rocker profile is slightly different. It's kind of the same profile, just kind of exaggerated even more. So you're getting more rocker in those binding placement areas, and then an elongated kind of approach towards the nose and tail. This board, to me, feels a bit wild when you put it down flat. It has kind of a high point in the middle, so it almost feels very surf-inspired off the center of the board. But then you lay it on edge and it really still grips super nice. So it looks like a bit of a hard-charging missile of a big mountain board, but it's surprisingly playful. Probably the most playful board that I've tried in the Never Summer line.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how was it with that profile for the up track? Did you find that you were slipping at all on that, or what did that feel like?
Yeah, it's probably not going to be as good a grip as someone who's like brand new to splitboarding. It's not offering tremendous uphill performance. The weight of the board is a little bit on the higher side for sure. So, there are some drawbacks to that, but as much as you might suffer a little bit more on the uphill, it more than makes up for it on the down. It's by far the most fun split I've ridden to date.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It looks absolutely unsinkable. So looks like a fun deck to ride.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great board for sure.
So for now, I'm gonna take out this Icon and take it out for a ride. Let's just have a look here at this camera profile. Not sure if there's any fresh lines here or not. This board is going to be awesome in these conditions. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the people up here just dropping in. Right at the top.
Yeah, they went up to the call.
Never Summer! On the skin up, it was a little tricky. The board tends to slide backwards a little bit, so switched over to board mode or boot packing mode a little bit sooner, and which was fine. You just got to be ready for that. And but yeah, we're up at the top here of the Bell Couloir, and we're about to drop in. We got a beautiful sunny day, It's kind of slightly wind affected down in the run and kind of variable conditions, some kind of chalky, powdery snow in places. So I think it'll really put this board to the test. I'm excited to kind of find what the limits are with this one on this down. I think it should be a good run ahead.
Two days later.
So after 2 days on the Never Summer Icon, I feel like the conditions that were handed to it on day one in steep, icy, rocky conditions, it really put this board to the test to see what the limits were. And I was shocked at how well that it performed on the down with very minimal snowpack, very scraped out icy conditions. The ripstop camber under the rear foot really held in those conditions, and in the powdery conditions of Rogers Pass, it absolutely excelled. Very responsive, considering that these 2 days were very different. I would say that this is a really great deck for someone that's looking for like an all-around board. Not necessarily like something to add to a quiver, but also really fills out a quiver if you have something that is more like a full camber deck. This is going to give you something that's going to be a lot more surfy to take out for those bigger pow days. Overall, I'm going to give this board a 4 out of 5. My only real criticism of the Never Summer Icon is on the up track. Slip back a little bit, but given the camber profile, it kind of makes sense. And if you know that ahead of time, you can just plan for it. Plan that you're going to be boot packing or have a set of verts or something to go along to be able to have a different way to ascend than just splitting up something really steep. This is probably one of the boards that I might consider actually adding to my own quiver this year. But there's definitely a few more boards that I'm going to ride before the end of the season.